All right,
All
we're
right,
rolling.
here we go. So this is a live recording. Joined with me and my co-partner in crime, Tim, is Dan Pitts, returning guest. Dan, thanks for joining.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
And Dan and I are calling directly in from Psycho Las Vegas 2022, and holy shit, is it fucking exhausting.
I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
It is it is unreal. I mean, we got here at 11 o'clock yesterday, and we made it till damn. What we make it to 11:30?
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock here. I want to go to sleep.
Jesus.
We've got like we're gonna try and get through a couple more bands, but yeah, it's not only the time difference, but it literally is like a fucking 18-hour show. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's
Unreal.
crazy, man. I was gonna ask you guys, like, it looks like crazy, like there's 12 different rooms of like bands playing. So how is that working? Because it looks like one room's like has a pool in it, and then it's like one just outside. It's like super strange.
So there's 5 different venues. There's 2 big rooms, the event center, which is like the main stage, and then there's the Rose Ballroom, which is the like second biggest stage. There's the day club, which is the pool outside, and then there is 3 smaller venues throughout the casino, which is kind of wild because you'll walk by one, and if you're on the other side of the games, you don't even hear it.
Oh wow.
That's how well insulated it is. It's kind of wild.
So you just said Primitive Man's playing, and you guys walked out.
So today in just the one ballroom today, it opened with Mizmor. So it was Mizmor, Indian, Frozen
Jesus.
Soul, 200 Stab Wounds, Primitive Man. No, who was next? Blood Incantation.
Wow.
Then it's Primitive Man. Then it's Liturgy. And I think I forget after that. It closes with like Boris or something.
Oh,
It is just music that doesn't make you feel good.
dude. Primitive Man in the heat and just being drunk is probably ridiculous.
And literally we're looking around and everybody is kind of just like, this doesn't feel good. At one point, the singer from Softkill walked by us. He lasted like 45 seconds and he turned around and ran out of there.
You know what's crazy, man? Ethan's vocals are just as menacing live. They might be even worse live.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. I remember that story I told you about when my band, or I went to go see a band at not the Khyber. I forget what it's called. It has an upstairs, and Sworn Vengeance was coming, but there was a black metal, death metal show in the bottom floor. And we were standing there, and this is before I even knew Primitive Man was. And they were playing, and I was just like, what is this fucking nightmare I'm hearing right now? And then as they were going out, I could see all the stickers and it said Primitive Man. I was like, holy fuck, dude. That was like one of the most frightening things I've ever seen.
It is unreal. I mean, that whole stage today has been wild. And I haven't seen, me personally, the only band I've seen out of that whole list was Frozen Soul. So it was kind of wild. But yeah, I mean, they started the day with Mizmor, which is not happy music. And then they went into Indian where Ethan was playing with them. He was doing the samples.
Oh.
And that was just fucking debacle. Yeah, I don't know. Dan, from yesterday, what was the highlight for you?
So while Jay was watching Blood Incantation, I went and saw Bone Thugs at the main stage.
Oh, nice.
So I was like all hyped up, and I was like, all right, I'll go meet up with Jay for Primitive Man. I walked in. It lasted like 30 seconds. I was like, Jay, I got to go sit down. I can't handle this.
And they're super fucking loud, too.
Yeah. Dan and I, we just had dinner before we crashed the Primitive Man set. And there was a band, one of the stages was in like the fucking food court, Tim. So this band is playing basically like cover shit in the food court. And the one guitarist had an orange amp. And I said to Dan, you know it's going to be loud when there's an orange amp head. Ethan plays through 2. So it was something else. Yesterday was pretty wild too. Yesterday it opened with Sanguisugabog, and it was pretty packed. And I forget who played after that, Dan. I forgot.
I don't know, but so Sanguisugabog opened the entire thing, and the floor was literally bouncing. Like I was like, Jay, are we gonna fall through the fucking floor of this resort? Like So that
What,
kind of
it,
set the stage.
it was just that brutal?
Yeah, there were so many
like
people
like
bouncing around.
like the pit was going, people were jumping up and down, and the floor was literally like up and down, bouncing.
Wow.
Like it
That's
wasn't
a
made for this.
that's got to be a cool experience though, because it's like, am I about to die watching Sanguisugabog?
That's what we were saying. There's worse ways. There's worse ways to go.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, falling to your death while he's screaming about pornographic seizures and shit. I mean, it's
Yeah, it was kind of wild. They played really good. After them was Philly Devil Master, which Dan and I had never seen. They were actually pretty good. Um, after that, it was this guy. What was it? Nate No Face.
Yeah.
Was like, I don't know. How would you describe that, Dan?
So some songs sounded like Cure, or like I don't know, like more modern stuff like Cold Cave, but then he would be more aggressive, and it was just awkward, and I don't know, it was kind of cringy.
Yeah,
I'm
It's
gonna
very unique, but I'm just like, I'm not, I'm out on this.
it's crazy because you guys can see like Mayhem and then like Jizz is on next. It's like, what?
Right.
That's wild shit to me, but it's cool because I like all that stuff. So it's like,
So last night, back to back to back at the outside club with the pools and the hot tub and the day beds and the waitresses in bikinis, it was Escuela Grind, then Jizza and Inspect the Deck, and then Cephalic Carnage, and then Nuclear Assault.
oh my God, dude. Yeah,
Just
I heard the Mayhem set was horrible because the sound was bad or something.
yes.
dude, the main stage they were having brutal sound problems. So Dan and I got there in time for
Yeah.
Migla, whatever. They were. That's not in my wheelhouse, but they were fucking awesome. Like they were ridiculously tight. So they were great, and we stuck around after them was going to be Wolves in the Throne Room. The sound was so bad. Dan and I got mad and left. The sound was
It's
so
horrible. It's a
There was
fucking
no
great
kick.
band.
There was no kick. There was no second guitar. There was no vocals. They actually started their set twice, and it was terrible.
How do you fucking run a festival like that and not figure this out? Like
I
on the
don't
fly?
know. I don't know,
Well,
but
so they make each band use all their own equipment, so they got to reset it up every time. But there must have been something with the main board messed up because it was in and out all night. Like Mayhem sounded bad too, but Carcass was perfect, like absolutely perfect.
yeah,
Nice.
Carcass was like amazingly clear and perfect. And after Carcass, Tim, we go and there's this other stage which is basically a bar set off the main walkway, so you could literally walk by and listen and watch the band without attending. So Dan and I are sitting across the walkway in this pizza place, like on these chairs, and playing is Elizabeth Color Wheel,
Oh,
and they're this kind of like avant-garde whatever. And Dan and I were getting a kick out of just watching the people walk by, because you'd have people walk by and they'd stop and she's singing and they're like, oh, this is not bad, whatever. And then she starts fucking screaming, and there were people like running away. It was the funniest thing.
and
Well,
she's
so
like a little. She's like Asian or a little Asian girl,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
And so in order to get to like the nightclub at this resort where all these like, supermodel chicks and like tight dresses are heading in high heels, they got to walk by this venue.
Amazing.
So like they have to be absolutely mortified on their way there. And Jay and I were just getting a total kick out of it.
That's amazing, dude. I get a kick out of when people drive by or you're sitting at a red light and I have like Carcass on and people are like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was wild. So after that, we went and we caught Mayhem, and the sound was terrible. We lasted. The people actually started booing. And by the second song, the board came up and it kind of sounded right. But at that point, we were like, fuck it, we get out of there. But that's when we went to the pool and we caught Escuela Grind. And they were absolutely fucking amazing. Like, amazing. And
They're going to get big. Like
Yeah.
we were both talking about it. They're going to blow up in the next year.
So are they having like bands playing at the same time? You just got to pick which one you want.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there's basically during the day, there's two, and then it goes to three, and then it goes to four major stages. So like the stage that's in the food court is like all these like psychedelic rock bands. Same thing with there's a it's called the Doghouse. It's like a bar slash betting area. That's all psychedelic like stoner rock. But the major bands are between the Rose Ballroom, the Event Center, which is the main stage, the Day Club, which is the pool, and then there's a different bar downstairs. So yeah, you kind of like got to pick and choose. But yeah, they were amazing, and Dan and I were kind of standing there like, this is kind of nuts. We're standing next to a pool watching a grindcore band play. A mosh pit is broken out. There's people in the pool. It was the security guards had no idea what was going on. It was kind of nuts. It was really kind of nuts.
Are people moshing in the pool?
Apparently during nuclear assault, yes.
Yes.
That's fucking amazing. If that happens again, please take a video. I would love to see that.
Yeah, well, we're going out there next for Gate Creeper is the next band we're gonna see out there.
Oh, good shit. Good shit.
But after them, it was the Jizz and Inspector Deck, which was really good. And then at that point, I came inside to go catch Soft Kill, and Dan caught Cephalic Carnage. Soft Kill was amazing. Like they were really good. They have a new album coming out in the fall. It was really good.
They play anything off that?
Yeah, they played 2 songs. It was really good.
I can't wait for that, man.
And then while Dan was at Cephalic Carnage, I caught Antichrist Siege Machine. And that was where like the people walking by were like, because at this point the club is open, so you have all these women trying to run by in short dresses and heels, and then you have this terribly offensive death metal coming out of the speakers, and the guys' faces are painted. It was insane. Yeah,
that's fucking amazing, dude. See, this is like a thing like I wish I would have went to. It was just like at the time I'm like, there's no way I'm making it through.
Yeah, it's tough. And then we got to Dan came back and we caught nothing, from Philly. And I looked at him and I said, dude, I'm not going to make Carpenter Brute. They didn't go on until 12:40. At this point, it was like 11:30. And I'm like, Dan, after they finish, we leave. And he looks and goes, well, why don't we just leave now? So we just bolted back to the room.
That would have been me too. I would have been like, wait for what? Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah, dude, it was at that point, it was a 12.5-hour day. It was a long day.
Dude. And it's probably hot as fuck. So
it's not bad inside, but now we're going to go outside to the pool. So we'll see.
What are they?
We must have walked like 5 miles, just back and forth, all day.
How much are they killing you for drinks?
Oh Jesus!
Oh, God.
I bought us a round last night. It was a Jack and Coke and a vodka tonic, and it was like $48.
What?
Yeah,
dude. Like a Bud Light's like $12. It's bad. It's like going to like a Yankees game.
Wow.
Are the mixed drinks big? Like, are they small too?
No. The bartender.
They're generous. They're generous.
Yeah. The bartender at the day club, when we got that round, she had a heavy pour because Dan and I were both watching her pouring it, going, "Oh boy." But yeah, it's kind of cool, Tim. They give you these things. They give you wristbands just to show you're there, and they give you one to show your age is verified, so you don't have to constantly show your stub or whatever. The only thing is when you go in and out of where the bands are playing, the venue, they make you gotta put your hands up and go through a metal detector, but it's easy.
Well, and I do not blame them at all for that.
Yeah.
So. Nah. I mean, because you had that. I don't even want to talk about that while you guys are there, so never mind. But yeah, I mean, I don't blame them at all. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's
fine.
Yeah. What's a little bit of inconvenience as long as you make it home all right? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So it was. Yeah, it's been, and today has been a long day. Dan and I split up. He went and caught Bone Thugs. I stuck around for Blood Incantation, and it's just been this terribly depressing music all fucking day. So we got No Moss next and Gate Creeper, and we're gonna try and hit at least Suicidal, at least half of Suicidal. But At the Gates doesn't go on to almost midnight, and I'm not making it. Nope, not making it.
Well, and At the Gates is playing at the pool.
Oh,
like it's ridiculous.
So you guys didn't see Emperor then?
No, dude, we were going. In all seriousness, we were going to go, but the sound, Tim, was so bad. Dan and I didn't want to bolt all because it's literally on the where we are now. It's on the other side of the resort. We didn't want to run all the way back there to walk in and have the sound be trash. Nah.
Yeah, I seen them post that they were like, oh, thanks Vegas and stuff, and it looked like the crowd was ridiculous. So.
Yeah, that room is basically like a circus tent. Like it was
it's
enormous.
Huge.
Yeah.
Is Behemoth playing?
No.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought they were on there. So what's in store for tomorrow?
So tomorrow we actually have a late start. We don't have to be here at doors. We're starting at 12:45 with Crematory Stench.
Like
Crematory
a
stench at the pool.
Menra.
Yeah, Portrayal of
Menra.
Guild,
Nice.
the body, and then I think Drain goes on at like 7. And Dan and I are real curious to see how they get received because they're the only true hardcore band playing this whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be kind of wild.
They're a straight edge band, right?
Nah, I don't think
Oh,
so.
they're not?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, so that should be fun then.
Yeah, we're kind of hoping it's going to be fun. And then after that, I think we're just going to cut out because at that point, they're going to finish up at 7. The only other bands, I mean, High on Fire, we've both seen. Merciful Fate doesn't go on till 10. Forget that. My flight's at 8 a.m. the next morning. Dan's is at like 6. Method
guys
Man
have
doesn't go on
different
till
flights?
midnight. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, Method Man goes on, Tim, at midnight, and then Creeping Death goes on at 1:45 a.m. Monday morning.
Yeah,
Fuck
nah.
that.
Not
Now,
happening. Not
they'll
happening.
come around Philly in no time. Don't even
Yeah.
worry about that.
Yeah. I said to Dan, are we going to take our fucking luggage to the venue? Like be sitting there with our suitcases, like rocking out, and then just Uber right to the airport?
I'm sure that there's people who literally go outdoors and don't leave till the last fucking band has done their last note.
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. There's one guy here dressed like one of the Aquabats, which is kind of fucking wild. He was in the mosh pit, and I go, Dan, there's a guy from the Aquabats. He's like, knock it off. That's not funny. I said, dude, you can see the silver hat and the goggles. We saw a bunch of guys who showed up blasted at 11 o'clock in the morning yesterday in corpse paint. And I'm like, Dan goes, do you think they're going to be around later? I said, probably not. Wouldn't you know? But they showed up for Antichrist Siege Machine. I was like, holy shit.
So people are really into the getting dressed up.
Yeah, and there were people who even
Yes.
today were hurting. Tim, they were hurting. Like we sat down. There's couches everywhere, and we were sitting next to this one guy, and he's just sitting there with his head in his hands, like, "Oh my god, I need a Bloody Mary." Yeah,
That's awesome, dude. I mean, either way, it turns out it's a great experience. Is this your guys' first time?
Yeah.
Both. I see. I thought you went before, Dan.
no, it's been really cool. Like it was kind of we were talking yesterday. It's kind of surreal, right? Because you're sitting there, you're listening to death metal, and there's these normies walking by, and girls dressed up to go to a club during the day. There's girls in bikinis because the beach club is right across from the venue, and it's really kind of nuts. Families, right? We just had dinner in the food court, and some woman was trying to walk around and order, and she was.
What's the food like? I mean, I'm assuming since it's a resort, you pretty much can get anything.
How would you describe it, Dan?
So there's any type of food you can imagine. It's just all 5 times the price you should pay for it.
Like a slice of pizza is like the price of one pizza around here.
It's $7 for a slice of pizza.
Good Lord.
And it's trash.
Oh yeah, it is Vegas, so they can't make pizza.
Yeah, you can get a full pie for $30.
At that point, you might as well. You know what I mean?
But yeah, no, it was, they actually have it set up pretty cool. They have a big like circular food court with like poke bowls and dumplings and barbecue and chicken and all that. And you go to a kiosk and you order and you put in your cell phone, and then they text you and you just go to the window and you pick it up. So it's kind of convenient.
Nice.
But yeah,
it's a pretty good setup. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like from the pictures I've been seeing, like you guys post and a couple other people I know they're there. It doesn't look like you really wait in too many lines, or it doesn't look like it's. Yeah, it doesn't look like everyone's up each other's ass, which is pretty cool because like I'm the type of person where like I can't sit in a crowd where people are knocking into me. I hate that shit.
Yeah, the only line was the first day as they were opening the ballroom up. First thing. Since then, there hasn't been a single line. Which is amazing because I don't even know how many like thousands of people are here for it.
Yeah. What are the bathrooms clean too? Since you're at a resort,
dude, they're pristine.
That's it's fucking amazing.
Tim, it's not a concert venue; it's a casino. So they're literally scrubbing them however frequently. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like you're at This Is Hardcore stepping in everyone's piss.
Nope.
Yeah, or like Woodstock,
Yeah, right. So you guys have a room at the resort, or?
No, we're down the road at the Hilton, and it's like a 10-minute Uber, if that much.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But yeah, I mean I think Dan and I were just talking before we called you. The only way I think we could make it to like 2 a.m. would be if we were staying in the hotel and you could just run upstairs, get a quick 40-minute nap, and then come back downstairs.
Yeah, take a shower. Yeah, I would have to shower and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been interesting, definitely an experience. Definitely glad we went. Totally surreal. And yeah, I mean it's a good way to see a whole shit ton of bands I've never seen before, probably will never get a chance to see again. So
Yeah. I mean, it's something where you can everybody. I think it's like everybody can catch something they like, even if the other people don't. You know what I mean? So it's like it's cool. Like Dan goes and sees Bone Thugs, and you go and see somebody else. So it's not like
yeah.
you guys should just text each other like, all right, we're meeting back up.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's basically
that's
what we did.
super cool, man. I don't blame you though, Dan. I would have went and seen Bone Thugs as well.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, man. Blood Incantation was pretty fucking good. They were
Yeah.
really good.
But you got to think of it this way: you already have a lot of death metal, so I'm gonna go see Bone Thugs.
True. The next band we got up is No Moss, so we're kind of curious to see how they're playing the stage that faces the hallway. So we're kind of seeing what kind of people look like when they walk by.
Yeah, so we'll sit at the pizza place and watch everyone's reactions.
Yeah, dude, that's what I would be doing because I love pizza. So that's probably all I'd eat the whole time anyway.
But yeah, it's a different vibe, man. Everybody's been really cool and really friendly, and you just sit down on the couch next to a couple people and you start chatting. Oh, where are you from? So on and so forth. This has been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool.
A lot of overseas people too.
I don't know. What do you think, Dan? I haven't.
Nah,
the
just
two British people we met are from Las Vegas, so
right. But no,
Shit.
we met some dudes from Milwaukee today. Like a
people
dude
from
from
California.
Pittsburgh, like yeah, just people from all over. I mean, that's why everyone's friendly. It's like we're all here to just have fun, you know?
Yeah. You don't have the click that you're used to when you go to a Philly show. Yeah.
Dan wore a Shattered Realm shirt yesterday, and it was definitely the light of the event because people would be across the bar and they'd be like, "Yo, New Jersey!" It was so funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like it was too funny. It's like people were just calling me out. And I'm like, I'm just trying to hang out here.
Yeah, right. Not trying to bullshit.
But yeah, it's pretty fucking wild, dude. Pretty wild. Definitely would think about doing it again if we can do it this way. And the only one thing we did learn is we should have stayed till Tuesday, so this way we could dick around and do whatever we need to do tomorrow, but then spend all day Monday just kind of chilling out.
Yeah.
Just like recouping, because the place we're at, the pool is kind of nice, just to get your legs back under before you get back on the damn plane.
Yeah, see, I'm the same type of way. I'd rather relax for a day, stay sober, get a good night's sleep, and then have to deal with the plane and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's part of the one thing that we learned is neither one of us really want to get bombed, because how are you going to last if you're bombed? And then it just totally throws off the next day.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you got to get the water in you and you got to get some sleep or else you're fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
interesting. Yeah.
You guys talking about it, though, like next year, it makes me want to go because it's like I'm too scared of it's going to be 900 degrees the whole time and people are just going to be sweating and stinking next to me. But the way you guys describe it, I could deal with that.
It's so doable. But I got to say, my plan was like, I got here the day before Jay and I was like, oh, I'm going to walk and go food shopping and this and that. And so I walked to the Walgreens that was a block away at 7 a.m. And when I got back to the resort, I was like completely drenched. I was like, I'm never walking anywhere again here.
Is it? Yeah, but isn't it like that dry heat, no humidity, but it's still like suffocate? Yeah, it still suffocates.
Come out here and tell me the dry heat matters.
No. I know that, but it's definitely got to be a little better.
The sun is brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah. Well, you guys aren't missing anything here. It's back to the swamps over here. So,
right.
Like, I walked outside today to get my mail, and my mailbox is like, if you're familiar with Delco, like your mailbox is just right there. And I was drenched coming back in, like literally. And I'm like, this is fucking unbelievable. Like, can we go back to like Tuesday?
We So when I got here, Dan flew in before me. I flew in Thursday night. We Ubered over to where the venue is because we picked up our wristbands and we wanted to walk around, kind of scope the place out. And walking out of the hotel, I was like, "Oh my god, this is fucking terrible." And then it started downpouring and then stopped. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
Just hot.
I'll tell you
Just
what,
hot.
if you guys end up going next year, and I end up going, we should stay an extra day because that's smart. That's something I would definitely do.
Yeah, well, we didn't know first time, but all
Yeah,
things considered, I mean, considering we're 3 hours off of our time zone, we made it 12 hours yesterday. We'll probably do another 12 hours today. It's not the worst thing in the world.
what's that flight like? Like 4 hours?
Uh, Out of Philly, I think mine was like about 5. It was a hair under 5.
Oh,
Dan,
okay.
you had a
Sounds
you had a
good.
you had a connection though, right? You didn't fly direct.
Oh yeah, no, I had to go to Atlanta and then hop over.
That's so fucking annoying that they do that. You ever go to like Florida and they're like, "Oh, we're going to Boston first." It's like, huh? What are you
Yeah.
going all the way up there for?
I was trying to fly out of AC because it's closest to my house, but the AC flight had a layover in Philly. So they basically you get on the plane in AC, they fly to Philly, and they fly. I'm like, well, why the fuck why don't I just go to Philly?
Is that what you did?
Yeah, I parked in
Okay.
like long term parking, which I think is it's actually in Delco, and then it's like a 15-minute ride on a van. It was insane.
Ah, dude, you should have just parked here. I would have drove you back. Give a
Oh, I
fuck.
should have.
I'm literally like 5 minutes from the airport.
But yeah, so it's definitely been cool. I definitely suggest it. Everybody's been really really fun and pleasant, and yeah, we're gonna go out to we're gonna go see No Moss, and then tie one on for Gate Creeper and see what happens.
There you go, man. Well, yeah, this was super cool. We could just put it out as a little bonus thing, and
Awesome.
fucking
Well, good chat with you, Tim. Thanks,
yeah,
Dan, for
man.
hopping on. And
Yeah, dude,
we'll
thanks,
just
dude.
throw this one out as a bonus from a man on the scene reporting.
There you go. Well, guys, enjoy and stay fucking safe out there.
All right, we'll catch you later, Tim.
What's
All right,
up?
later,
See you,
guys.
Tim?
See you, buddy.